Nowadays, movie trailers are so important. They need to grab the audience. They need to have effective music. They need to have footage that doesn't disappoint, but also doesn't show too much. And I feel like the people that master these trailers is Marvel. I'm gonna be listing my top five trailers from the MCU only, so that excludes Venom, X-Men, Fantastic Four. See, also, uh, rest in peace, my boy Stan Lee. Will never be forgotten. I cannot begin to thank him enough for creating these characters that have personally changed my life. Not like that. I don't want that to sound like cliche, but I've never been so invested in something like this, especially a movie or fictional characters. And I have him to thank for creating this universe and for giving me happiness in times when I was sad. Because I don't show people my sad side a lot. If you ask any of my friends, I'm usually happy, but I just deal with the sad myself, and these characters help me get through that. And I'm eternally grateful for Stan Lee, and I will miss him a lot, even though he didn't personally know me. I felt like I knew him. I do want to give a shout out to Kevin Feige though, because without him, the MCU wouldn't exist. Like it wouldn't be as good as it is today. I want to do a whole other video on Kevin Feige alone just to thank him. But let's save that for another video, like I just said. So coming in number 5 on our best MCU trailers is Iron Man 3. Now I know Iron Man 3 is not the best Marvel movie to a lot of people, and I completely understand why. The Mandarin. That was just so good about this trailer. Like I'm not even when I talk about these trailers, I don't want to talk about exactly like maybe something in the movie that happened that I don't want that to change how the trailer is, because the trailer's still amazing. You have them showing the Mandarin, and it was this eerie vibe. I love. You'll see another trailer on here that has that eerie vibe, and I like that.
Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing.
But with this, they showed the Mandarin, and it was scary. It was just after the Avengers, so all these new people have been brought into the MCU. You want to see how Iron Man's doing after the Avengers, because some people were like, "Oh, he's okay, he looks okay," but I mean, like including myself when I first saw Avengers, I'm like, "Wouldn't that mess people up?" I would love if they went into that. Then they announced Iron Man 3. And I know they can't show alcoholism like in the comics because it's a Disney movie, so I'm glad they did this because that was the second best option. Like just seeing everything that's what I like about the third movie in all these trilogies. Like Captain America loses his shield. Iron Man 3 he loses almost everything, his house, all the armor. Thor 3 loses his hammer. Like I just love, and this is the first instance of that, but because this is before Civil War or Thor 3. And no, Thor 3 is not on this list. But it was almost. We could have done differently with the Mandarin, but overall it wasn't that big of a deal. Number 4 is actually Avengers Endgame trailer, which just came out. Today's the December 11th, so this came out probably I think 2 days ago. I did a live reaction to it. Link will be in the description. You want to check it out. I was kind of sick. I'm still kind of sick, so please bear with me here. I always have something like right here every time I record. It pisses me off. This trailer is everything I wanted it to be. It didn't show a lot. It didn't even show action, which it could show action, like I said earlier in the video. But it didn't even show action. Like there was not one action set piece in this movie. It was just the Avengers broken. This is what I wanted to see, because Infinity War left off on this low note, like everyone's lost half the population. I didn't want the Avengers Endgame trailer to be all comedy, and they did that well. It's like with Ant-Man, that was perfect amount of comedy in my opinion. You see Tony stuck in space, just another thing to add on to all this crap he's been going through. You see Cap, who I'm so glad we're seeing more, crying. He's going through all this. All this stuff's happened like a week in their time. And then you see like Black Widow. You see Ronan, which I'm so glad they showed him, because that was the best thing they could have done for the character, is not put him in Infinity War, because then everyone's like, what happened to him? And that puts the attention on him. Without that, he just would have been another Avenger, and he would have been in the background, like kind of like War Machine or Falcon. You've never seen Cap like this. He's always so optimistic, and for him to say, if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's just crazy to me, and I just think it was a magnificent trailer. I also love how they showed Tony in this state of distress. You've never really seen him away from anyone. He doesn't know who's alive, who's dead. He still thinks Thor's dead, and he doesn't know anything, and he's usually the one who knows everything. I really like that. I also like the ending with Ant-Man, as I mentioned earlier. Great part to show like only serious comedy in, and then it just raises another question how he got out, and it just keeps people interested, makes people want to hypothesize, and makes people hype for the next movie, and that's what a trailer should do, and this does it well. Number 3 is Civil War trailer 2. Now this may, obviously it's like I said earlier, it's my choice, so if you disagree, please let me know in the comments. We can discuss. I like to discuss about Marvel. Civil War trailer 2 was probably one of the most hyped I've been to see an MCU character. First off, you see, I think Black Panther was introduced in the first trailer, but you see more Black Panther, which I was so hyped for. I heard Chadwick Boseman. I saw 42. I was like, oh my god, best Black Panther. If you haven't seen 42, check it out, by the way. Amazing movie. You see Spider-Man. That was the icing on the cake, because then we've had Andrew Garfield, which was all right. You had Tobey Maguire, which is iconic. You know, in my opinion, Tom Holland's the best, but close second is close second is Tobey Maguire. But we were so hyped. We heard the rumors, like blah blah blah, and then I just remember I was in chemistry class in 10th grade, and all my friends started blowing my phone up. They said, "Did you see the end of the trailer?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." But I kind of knew. I kind of expected since it was trailer 2. And they said, "Check it out." So I was on the bus and I checked it out, and my God, I was so hyped. You see Tony use the arm, like his like little hand thing, and he almost gets shot in the head. I'm like, holy crap, all this stuff's going down. You see Tony, Cap, the whole airport. I was so hyped for that airport scene. Then you see Spider-Man, and you just like you hear the voice, you see his movements or whatever. It's just like it was amazing. I was so happy. Like I was like, oh my God, the Spider-Man's gonna be amazing. I trust Marvel. It's just another thing to add on the top on the list of, okay, we can trust Marvel with this. Here's my final 2. Now these could have gone either way. Honestly, I just put it to. So basically, they both have the same things I like, but it really came down to hype level. And that's why one prevailed over the other. But number 2 is Age of Ultron teaser, and I spelled it Ultron, but it's Ultron. The teaser trailer is probably one of the best vibes Marvel's ever done in a trailer. You have the eerie doom 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 doom, and you see him just walk, like you see the Avengers happy, like oh yeah they're happy. You see the robot walk out, he's like tangled in string. I love that the lines that he says about tangled in string. I love it. I love the music.
Tangled in strings.
You see them like tearing apart, and that's when all the rumors were like Scarlet Witch, and like you got hyped for Scarlet Witch, you got hyped for Quicksilver, because you saw Quicksilver and Fox be like, oh my God, Quicksilver with like Iron Man was good, even though we may not have gotten a lot of them, it was good. The way the trailer showed it, like Ultron looked amazing. I remember everyone was so hyped because like obviously we wanted Thanos, but we're like, okay, we're gonna have to build that up a little bit. So here's Ultron. I can't wait for Ultron. And yeah, the main things that put me to it was the music and like what they showed, like just like the Avengers together. Because in the first Avengers, just all them coming together. You didn't really get a lot of them sitting around drinking, having fun, trying to lift Thor's hammer. And I just love that. I just love the switch from happy to like eerie, like oh my God, what's going on? You see everyone broken kind of a little bit, not as much as like Infinity War. But speaking of Infinity War, my number 1 choice for the top MCU trailer is Infinity War teaser trailer. This came down, like I said earlier, to hype. I have never been more hyped for a movie in my life. Maybe, well, Avengers 4 hasn't hit me quite yet. Like, it's still hype, don't get me wrong, but I've never been more hyped for a movie than Infinity War. I did not know what to expect when the trailer dropped. I didn't know what Thanos was going to look like. I didn't know how they were going to do him. Because you have to remember, like, he changed. Like, in 2012, he looked way different than he did in 2015 in the Age of Ultron end credit scene. And then you see him now, he looks amazing. The CGI was damn amazing. And what I love is just like the beginning. The beginning to this day gives me goosebumps when I listen to it. The whole there was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people, and just every person saying that, it gave me chills. And then when the title screen played, you hear the OG Avengers music slow down. Oh my God, I get goosebumps every day. I get goosebumps every time I watch it. It's just amazing. Every time an MCU trailer comes out, I go back and give myself an excuse to watch it. Because it's just amazing. The way they do music. You see Thanos, and he's menacing. He looks like a good villain. And what's funny is like 95% of the clips in the movie or in the trailer weren't even in the movie. Like the ending scene, or the ending scene with Hulk and all them, or the scene with Thanos with the 2 Infinity Stones on Titan. He has 4 by the time he gets on Titan. So it's like I love how they do that, because then they just subvert expectations and they keep doing it, and I like that. And I don't know, like I just remember so hyped. That's all I did that day was analyze it, watch it. It was just amazing. It's so hard to put into words, but I'm sure a lot of you have the same feeling. But let me know in the comments what your top MCU trailer is. I'd love to hear them. As always, guys, this has been Joey. Be good.